Everyone loves to save money.
And we're here to help you play the best games at the lowest possible price. Hi, I'm Marky.
And I'm Freddy, and today we got the winners for the giveaway for the $10 PlayStation Store, and we got great deals for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 owners, so stay tuned and let's get started.
What better way to start off some sales than with some actual free games? And for a lot of you who were picking up that Black Friday year of PlayStation Plus for $39.99, I want to make sure we remind you guys have some free games coming at you every month. I want to make sure you stay tuned on it. We actually got a few good ones this year to start off. A big one was Persona 5 Strikers for the sequel to Persona 5 that's in a hack and slash Musou game. A great one to find at the low price of free. Another one is a co-op shooter game at Deep Rock Galactic. Haven't had too much time with it, but I'd definitely say it's worth a shot, and heck, you got no investment in there. And then for PS5 owners, you can get a hold of Dirt 5. This is one of the first racing games that were kind of showing off the power of what the next-gen hardware could do. And it's definitely a great get. And it's definitely worth checking out because any race fan, or heck, any game fan of sound is going to be a big one. Those racing games get yourself some fantastic sound, especially if you got yourself a nice sound bar or some 3D audio to really take full advantage of it. Well, now that we got you set up with some free titles, the PlayStation Store is actually having a very strong holiday sale going on. And to kick off some of the games, I've got Freddy here with me to start it off.
Thank you, Marky. Yeah, PlayStation Store has a great deals that last until the 19th of this month, so definitely you have time to take advantage of it. I will start with the first one that grabbed my attention is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered for $7.99. This is the lowest we have seen for this game. It's a great classic for people who like arcade racing games. If you like fighting games, we got two great deals. Injustice 2 for almost $3. That's the lowest we have seen also for this game, and that's why we're choosing it. It's also Injustice 2 is all about DC, Batman, Superman, The Flash, all of those DC heroes, if you like them. However, if you prefer to stick to the classic fighting games, we got Mortal Kombat XL for $4. XL is not the recent one, but XL comes with a lot of the ads-on that usually need to buy separately. They're all in one package for $4, and that's why we feel it's a great fighting game that has all the classic Mortal Kombat mechanics. It's very brutal, and it comes with a lot of extra characters. The next few games that I'm gonna mention really quick are Red Dead Redemption 2. If you like a cowboy story, it's a continuation to the Red Dead Redemption 1. It's also made by the same company, Rockstar, that made GTA. So if you like GTA, the style of the open world, you will like Red Dead Redemption 2. If you like some racing game, we got Hot Wheels Unleashed for $34.99. This is a newly released game, and this is the lowest we have seen for it. Back 4 Blood, also $35.99. Guardian of the Galaxy, $38.99. If you're looking for an adventure game, this might be a great one. Another game I would like to mention is Control Ultimate Edition for $11.99. I would like to just warn you that this game was free for PlayStation Plus members maybe sometimes last year, so check your library before you pay any extra money for it. Marky, do you have any other games that you'd like to mention?
I've got one actually, Freddy, and it's one that I've been advertising for quite a while just because I enjoy the series so much. And yes, I'll state that it has been cheaper in the past, but being post-holiday, I wanted to stress something important, and that's for Sonic Colors Ultimate Edition. It's been cheaper at $19.99, but actually right now the PlayStation Store has you set up at $29.99. Now, for the initial launch of it, it was a little shaky at first, but I think what's been very quietly communicated, if people haven't been paying attention, is that the game has been receiving a lot of balances and patches in order to help things kind of get back to the way it was. You now have options like changing between the original and new remixed music. They give you some extra cosmetic items and a lot of changes to the stability of the game so that it plays fantastically. I can personally vouch for it on the PlayStation systems. And in general, I was going to advertise this game in the first place, mostly being a remake of a Wii game, but it was a fantastic one. I think underrated for anybody who wasn't able to jump on Sonic while also owning a Wii. So now you get to play it on your PlayStation, and it's a great way to do it too, because it's the ultimate version, as the name implies. And it's $10 cheaper, $29.99. It's a great get anyway, and well, there's not much else I can say about Sonic. I can go into videos about how much I enjoy Sonic. We'll see if I can make some fans out of some of you yet.
Before we move on, I just want to remind you guys that Cash App still have the 10% discount on PlayStation Store. As long as you use the payment method as Cash App, if you have like a debit card Cash App that you can get for free, you can immediately add it as a boost and make the purchase. And this way you can get 10% discount. I think it's up to $5 and maybe every 6 hours you can use. It doesn't have any limit on how many times you can use it. So definitely, if you'd like to save some extra money, definitely take advantage of it.
And I'm sure some of you have been waiting to see who the winner is of our giveaway. We have finally reached 200 subscribers, and before we do announce the winner, I did want to say thank you from both Freddie and I, of course, for the continued support. We're always trying to stay and keep you up to date on the latest deals. We're figuring out how this whole YouTube thing wants to work, and we're just so happy that you guys are able to stick with us, and we can keep you guys informed so that you guys can save as much money and play as many games as possible. But we have hit with that milestone. We are ready to give away our $10 PlayStation Store card, and our winner for this one is going to be Inception, and I'm going to throw the name down there too. Of course, for Inception, congratulations. If you want to get in contact with us, we can send that code right over to you, and we won't dwell on that for too long because we are going to get started on the next milestone, which is, can you guess it? It's at 300 subscribers. We're probably going to be doing the same card. We're going to put the details together, of course, but we want to keep you guys, make sure to stay tuned. We are, of course, trying to build a community where you can play many games without breaking the bank, but we also want to make sure we reward that community support with more of these giveaways. But as we grow, it's only going to be getting better from here.
And as Marky said, we're starting a new giveaway, so everybody has a fair chance to participate again and be more engaged in our social media like Facebook, Reddit, Twitter. And I just would like to mention that if you'd like to keep in touch with us regarding the giveaway, or you have a question or anything, maybe you can use Twitter direct message for that, and we'll definitely get back to you.
And we've kind of got a 2-in-1 combo for you over at Gamestop. For those who are unaware, there's currently a trade-in deal going on right now. This is for getting rid of your games, and this is for the store credit value. They're doing kind of like a cumulative trade-in deal, where basically put, you trade in 2 games, you're getting a 20% boost. 3 games, a 30%, and it goes all the way up to 50%, which means you can really pull in a lot. We're actually going to throw an example up here on the screen just in case, because Freddie over here managed to take advantage very nicely of that trade-in deal. And what are you going to do with all that trade credit, rather? Well, we got a few games, and of course, as stated before, these aren't as crazy as they were in the holidays, but there's definitely some good ones here that you're free to take advantage of. And one of the ones that we want to mention is Deathloop, a PlayStation 5 classic. It's pulling in all the awards, of course, and getting all the buzz and attention. You can grab it for just $22.99. Another popular RPG out there that a lot of people are waiting for the next one on, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Fantastic. You can get the intermission DLC, all that stuff. It's down to $34.99. I think one of the lowest, if not the lowest, if not the right there in the bar. It's a great get regardless, even at full price. Another one that we've been mentioning a few times on the show, but we want to make sure you guys stay tuned because it's fantastic in all regards. Nier Automata, specifically the Game of the Year or Game of the Yorha edition, down to $14.99. I want to say that's maybe the cheapest. Hey, it's great. If you're sitting on like 70 plus bucks of store credit, definitely grab it if it's there. And then another one is No Man's Sky, and I want to throw that one out there specifically because it's getting a great upgrade on the PlayStation 5. Really fast loading, really fast and beautiful 4K textures, in addition to just the usual gameplay that's been seeing a lot of updates and expansions as it's been getting older. For those who have been out of the loop for a few years, definitely jump back in, especially if you got a PS5, because it's definitely worth grabbing. And it's down to $8.99. You can experience all of it for less than I can't think of really anything. There's probably a meal that's more expensive than that. Not a McDonald's though, but you know what is going to be great is going to be No Man's Sky. So give it a shot anyway if you're sitting on all that trade credit.
I would like to add a couple things about GameStop and the deal that Marky mentioned. Deathloop is a great game where you die and you start over, but just for a particular section. The interaction and the story is awesome. It's just a great game. It takes you, maybe at the beginning it would be a little bit confusing with a lot of things regarding the upgrade and the infusion, they call it. But once you get used to the mechanic and what you need to do, the game flows and you will be addicted. It's an awesome, I highly recommend it. Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. If you bought that a couple months ago when we recommended it, when it was like at around $35 to $40, GameStop paid me $56 in store credit, so I hope you take advantage of this deal, but definitely do it as a package of 5 games to get the 50% bonus. And if you have the membership, you get an extra 10% on top of that, so 60% bonus. Great deals if you have extra game. Nier no Automata is a game you can't miss. It's a weird game, but in a beautiful way. Definitely recommended, as Mikey said.
And with all that, we actually got a little bit of bad news in regards to GameStop specifically. This is for people who own the Pro membership. We've mentioned it in some cases here too, but they normally had a promotion where the $5 monthly coupon that you would get, I was recommending for a lot of people to grab a hold of digital currency with it, like PlayStation, or in this case PlayStation, but also eShop and Xbox Store currency. Apparently, as the new year has been rung in, it seems that the change to that is that that $5 coupon will no longer be allowed to be used for digital currency, which is a bit of a bummer. I know a lot of people were kind of stockpiling this for things to be used on the store for deals and such like that, but it's also why we want to keep you guys informed on not only deals that are happening digitally, but ones that can be happening physically. So grabbing something like Nier Automata from $14.99 down to $9.99 is an even better deal, and we're seeing something like No Man's Sky down to just $4. So that way you kind of have your options open. If you guys were in the process of stockpiling digital currency, sadly it looks like that might be hindered with this, but we want to make sure you stay tuned on the physical games so that way you guys are in the know and know when to use your coupon if necessary.
All right, we'll move on from GameStop and we're gonna head toward Best Buy. Best Buy is currently have a deal where you buy one game for Ubisoft, you get the other one for free. Unfortunately, we checked the prices for these games; they're overpriced. To be honest, we've seen them a lot cheaper at other places. For example, Far Cry 6 on PS4, PS5 is marked at $60. Even though we're getting another one for free, that make it like $30 a game, is still a lot. The only way this deal can be better if you try to price match it with Amazon that has the game for $24.99, and this way you can get 2 games at the price of one of $24.99. Again, this is gonna be luck because it depends on the representative who's gonna maybe honor you, maybe not. I just would like to mention that what Best Buy has for this week, and this is the only way you can. The price match, technique is the only way you can make this deal worth it. All right, moving along. Amazon also has Far Cry 6 for $24.99. So if you don't want to deal with buy one get one or any price match, just go ahead and use it. We'd like also to start mentioning some paid link in our channel just to help support us, so we can upgrade our equipment and improve our channel. Some of the deals that we found at Amazon, they're like calendars, like Mario Kart calendar or Super Mario calendar or Pokemon. They're like around $8 to $10. But using those links not only will get you a cool calendar, but also will support our channel. Also, I'm gonna make Far Cry 6 as affiliated link. So anything you buy from our links will really support us and will be truly appreciated. Thank you guys for watching, and we're truly appreciating your support in growing our channel.
Yeah, as we stated before, we're going to be inching our way now to 300 subscribers. We encourage any kind of support. And of course, keep those comments rolling. We enjoy that feedback. All of our other social media channels, we're more than happy to keep this community growing. And of course, anything in general in regards to that feedback, or the video formats. We know we've been changing them up to try and keep them as informative as possible and to keep you in on all the deals as they progress. But if you got any suggestions, any questions, concerns, some discussions about favorite games, we're always here and happy to hear it.
Even complaints are okay. But anyway, if you got Switch or Xbox, we have separate playlists for those, so make sure you check it out.
See you real soon.
See you.